You can keep that.
What are they trying to tell me?
Well, basically,
We do have to have another audit?
well, it's so far past but we need to talk to Mark about it, but it's so far past the time.
I mean, we should have had it,
Yes.
even though we had a general audit.
Well, on specific, yeah, for specific departments, yes.
That's going to cost us more money.
Oh, sure.
Oh, a lot more.
See, and that's, but the other issue is that with 911, we can't ask for one for 911. 911 is not included in that particular statute. Now, whether 911 needs an audit is another question. But as far as our responsibility and what who's that, for me?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So from this day forward, we're going to have those special audits.
Yeah, and what we need to find out is to what extent. In other words, does it have to be a forensic audit, or I don't know yet. Mark is so, we asked Mark a bunch of questions, okay? Mark doesn't have an answer. This is the first one he's been able to get out that I gave to you. And he addressed it to you and I for some reason. So that one shows to you. And he's asking for this. He's got an opinion on some other things, but he's asking for the Attorney General to comment on it, to give him some backing on it. Okay? So we're not going to have some issues answered yet. Okay? But he's working on it. Okay? And then, of course, we'll ask him about this question on the Highway Department, and which will be another question.
Yeah.
As far as demand checks, do you want to talk about them real quick? Or do you want to wait till the meeting? What do you want to do? It doesn't matter, Mr. Chairman. We don't have to today. I mean, it's up to you.
But basically, our county clerk is going to ask us to limit the demand checks to an absolute minimum and only in situations where there's no other option.
Yeah, and we got kind of an outline. We met on Friday.
So why don't we let the county clerk present that to us?
That's fine.
And then we can act on it at the meeting. It's nothing really new.
No, we'd asked them that before, but it's just get out of
It's
hand.
something we have to readdress quite often because
It gets out of hand.
people start.
Right. And it's going to refer some of the demands checked back to committee, so that we have there's some responsibility on what's going on. There's 4 or 5 items where we have to issue demand checks that you can say that are not a problem, like the drainage districts and utility bills and stuff like that.
Right.
But all others are, unless the committee meets and communicates to the...
Well, prior to you guys being on the board, you two, we went through the same thing, and we tried to eliminate them, and we cut them down to nearly nothing, and then people get back in the habit of it's easier.
Well, we don't want any abuses either. We don't want somebody planning. I mean, we need to control them from the very get-go.
Right.
The fiscal year.
Should we put a maximum,
Well, it's hard to do that, Jeff. I mean, we can consider that. But like Dwayne had the Sheriff's Department and this grant deal on the radios needed to be in, even though the due date was like the 21st and so forth. The state had asked that it be in early so they could adjust anything before the end of the year. So you never know what's going to happen. And if the committee, like if you're the chairman of that particular committee, you call these 2 guys up and say, hey, we need to cut a check for $11,000. It's in, it's okay. We've been communicated with by the department head, which is the key thing, and we've got to get it in for grant purposes. Then you guys can make a determination to do it or not do it. Okay? And if there's some accountability, and we don't have some department heads just going, write a check.
Right.
And that's what we've got to get away from. Okay? Preliminarily, I've got we were budgeted to be $118,352 over budget. In other words, have more expenditures than we had income. We wound up at $17,328.63 in the hole, but that's almost better than 100,000 better than we thought we were going to be. We got no, like we did last year, we had no or received no state monies at the end of the month. So that slides into next year. So I guess that's not too bad considering, I mean, we could have been a lot better if we'd had a few
things this year. We're going to be well under.
Right. We did get a check in from the accident that poor Carl had to endure out at his property. We got a check for almost $12,000 in for repair of vehicles, and we need to address that sooner or later. And then we got $337 in from training for the state of Illinois from the Sheriff's Department for training.
Okay, that accident, that $12,000, that Sheriff's Department automobile, and
just for our damages.
do we have a highway truck involved? Is that vehicle repaired?
It's being repaired. Normally those checks are made out to the Precision Collision and the county. This one was made out strictly to the county, so we deposited the check instead of signing it over to somebody, which is not proper. Okay? So that is not in the budget. Yeah, we'll have to pay that bill.
Well, if the county got money, we got screwed.
Well,
yeah.
I'll bet you did on them deals, boy, I tell you.
Half of what the value of the calves. So they said there was a clause in there, if it had been anything but a car accident, according to them, their interpretation, that because it was a car vehicle accident, each incident, the maximum they would have to pay is $2,500. So because there was two car accidents, the squad car plus the truck, they paid $5,000 total. And the calves were valued at over $11,000.
Oh, Lord.
So it cost us $6,000. But if it had been anything else, if they fell in a pond or lightning or the barn fell down, we got full value. But because their interpretation, it was a car accident.
So they had a stop loss.
Wow.
But our insurance did not, I need to check on that, our insurance did not have to pay for the damage to the vehicles. The counties and the other guys.
Yes. Ben also got a check. You want to tell him about the check you got?
We got a check from the insurance company for $19,000 something, right, for paying us what money got stolen from the health department. So
we're still out.
we got all money.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it.
Well, that was
$1,000.
yeah.
Actually, we got more money than we have coming, which in the end we'll have to give back whatever the difference is.
But our insurance company did pay us.
Yes, our insurance company paid us, and they'll be going after the person that misappropriated the funds.
Okay.
I understand. You're going to tell them.
No, we've got to set up a meeting with the arbitrator. That's why I had to get off the internet. The dates that he gave me was December 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're probably not going to make them.
No.
We got to pick a date. 13th, 17th, 19th, and 20th.
13th, 17th, 19th, and 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's this exactly for? To choose an arbitrator?
No, I think this was they've got our arbitrator. I think you signed papers and they picked.
He signed papers for a mediator.
Mediator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So there's a difference between mediator and arbitrator. So what, you're talking about a mediator or arbitrator?
I'm talking about the guy that called from Indianapolis. Since I was underneath a house, I think at the time, and I told him to email.
It's the same fella, the black fella.
No, it wasn't.
He's from Indianapolis.
Yeah, I remember his name. That wasn't. It was Tom Henry was his name.
Right.
And that wasn't the guy that But he said he was in education.
Another thing, you gonna tell them that we've got the resignation
From the date.
Oh, yeah, we got a resignation from Eddie.
and
Harley.
and another resignation down there from his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, she's, yeah.
Natasha.
Well, supposedly.
But he's effective January 6th, he's
January
resigned.
6th.
Mhm.
I don't believe that board will want him to help select his replacement. Do you?
I would think probably they would be more than willing to do it themselves.
I would think I'll let him go. Okay.
So do they they do the interviewing and that, make the recommendation to the county board? Is that how it's set up to do?
I wasn't there when the last time that it happened. It was my impression that they do it
They hire their own.
just like 911 does.
Okay.
So this resignation
We-
was requested.
We appoint the people on the health department
Right.
board.
Okay.
Right.
And I understand that Dr. Bragg has asked not to be the medical supervisor anymore, or whatever they call medical
Advisor or something.
advisor. My understanding.
I don't know, I think he was going to be asked, he has indicated that, he's going to be asked that at the meeting.
If he's not going to do that,
Yeah.
why don't he just resign? Be a
Well, he's only been doing that for 3 months or 4 months. They didn't have to have one of them told then.
Okay.
Back on the arbitrator mediator. So what's the purpose of this meeting? To do the arbitration hearing on the grievance?
Mhm. Right.
Okay. They didn't send you any documentation or anything, just got a phone call from some guy?
But wanted to, yeah, for us to pick a date. A date that was convenient for us.
So this is actual arbitration hearing?
Yes. I assume.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think we have to pick an arbitrator first.
well, yeah, we need to find out some more details, because if this is a hearing, then the county needs some kind of representation, and my understanding, the state's attorney is not going to get involved in it. You know, the sheriff, I know he wants to have his own person. Well, we need to be careful here, because, you know, we're talking about a personnel issue here.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're
Right.
on the wrong, you're wrong thing. We're talking about the impasse we have with the jailers and
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
with the jailer. Yeah, we're talking about the impasse we have with the jailers and
This has nothing to do with deputies?
that is correct.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
I'm sure you're talking about mediation.
Okay. All right.
I did not sign arbitration for that. I signed
No.
arbitration for
Mediation for both.
lawsuits.
Well, then, we have never even agreed to that then. Our implication was that you
Well,
agreed to it.
we agreed to it annual or every 3 years. That if we can't get together, it's just a blanket agreement.
We don't have to agree to that. It happens anyway, but we don't have to agree to do that because they asked me to agree to that, and I said, no, about talking to our attorney. And
Anyway, I think your mediation with this one, they can't jump the step there. You haven't had any mediation. Right?
No.
With your negotiations with jailers dispatcher, you have
we
not,
were in an impasse.
but you have not been to mediation.
And that was what they asked. They asked to sign a paper saying that we didn't want to do that. And that's what I didn't sign. But we wanted to skip a step.
Oh.
Usually they asked that, they had a paper that they wanted to sign that said that we didn't want to go through whatever state thing, we was going straight to it. And I did not sign that.
Right.
I'll find out.
I prefer to wait till after the first of the year if that's possible, but otherwise it's
I
the
doubt,
19th or 20th is.
I doubt
my only two
that, I
days.
doubt that's possible.
Because the 13th's tomorrow,
Yeah,
17th Saturday.
Yeah. Why don't you guys try to do this 20th? They don't want to do it.
No, they don't, what, they don't want to do it the 20th?
I'm sure
It's
not.
getting close to Christmas.
Well, I know. 19th or 20th for me, but.
So you're,
Find out about
you guys are asking for January if we can, but otherwise the 20th, is that correct?
it. Carl.
I can do it the 20th.
Okay.
Not first thing in the morning.
Right.
You want to sit for 7:30? What time would you prefer? I guess that's right.
You guys.
12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
What?
Somewhere in there.
Either 11 or 1.
You know what time I prefer?
Evening.
Yeah.
What time?
In the evening, not during the day where
You used to do it in the evening, don't you?
That's like me too.
Not as long as it's not super late.
well, super late. Nap time, 5.
Right.
5 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
That's fine. That, I've got a ball game though, don't you?
Oh, Tuesday night.
That's 20th or Tuesday. I don't know if you do.
Nope, there's no ball games that night.
I know. You got that down, I know what you mean. I got.
I'll call them if
Got that in
that's
front of your mind.
good.
I can get you that. Arnold, 97579.
Question mark meeting on the 20th. You'll get back with us.
Yes.
No, I thought you were talking about the grievance on
Yeah, that's what I
the
thought.
other deal.
He puts it on our website, www.com, there's advertising on our website.
Oh, you were supposed to bring out bills and stuff.
Yes, he was. He said.
Oh, I'll try to be 110.
Oh, he did? I thought. Before we started.
Maybe he'll be here anytime.
We got talk about it.
He was going to bring out the agenda and the bills and all that.
I did.
For Wednesday.
For Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right. And he was, I think he had to talk about the mandate.
Visitation. As far as I know, visitation will be more evening.
No.
Wednesday.
Should argue. We got rid of, we got airport.
Every meeting I've got is going to fit right into that. I did get off the bus. I got an 8 face.
Here comes Ron.
Foggy.
How you doing, bud?
Afternoon, so I can make
Okay,
it.
so you did talk about it.
Well, about noon time.
I'll need to talk to you. Okay, when he gets around to that field,
There it is.
at his time, I already covered up.
Well, and that's like
What are you doing?
Give me your stuff.
Okay, I want,
You want to talk to me too?
yeah.
Okay. Where you want? You want
I
a discrete location?
Shoot your deer. Yeah. You don't see that. You got a lot of them down there. A lot of them.
I used to be a diehard hunter.
How's that heifer looking, dude?
I switched, she's been on nothing but a feed, calling box came out with a feed, I have her developer. Very impressed.
No.
But anyway,
There's your stuff.
she's gonna, there'll be nothing but local.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just standing there.
If you want anything, let
Yeah.
me know. I'm gonna start flipping on.
I'm just gonna let her go for a little while.
You get a copy of the 911.
budget.
Okay, that's the only one I've got, so
I mean-
maybe they can make a copy.
Okay, I'll see if I can get a copy made and I can get it back to you. Page 2 is the demand check thing that Augie and I sort of worked out, so if you want to tweak that or whatever you think
You'll
works.
definitely want her done.
I think Alan wanted one. Better make two.
Make her as young as you can.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
June. I mean, of course she's getting, she's getting rest and blow dried twice a day. They've been getting that for the last, ever since she came.
No,
in.
that's terrible.
Hear about that long?
Okay.
Does she get wider?
She's not real big bones in the legs, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Real clean. Her belly's hurt.
Did you talk about this while I've been on the Zoom?
No, I just told him it was in there. Well, we mentioned it briefly, yes. That we
You clean them
had,
every day. I mean, and those
and we let Augie.
Explain it.
it's an alley, so there's paper and alleys in it.
She almost still stay there. We'll do that.
What are we gonna do with the other
By the way, one of the big things that we would ask to under this demand deal, check deal, is to ask any of the departments that have credit cards to move their due dates so that a credit card would never, ever be paid by demand check. That we'd always have an opportunity to review credit cards, okay? In other words, if we have one that's due the 12th, say the health department's is due the 12th of every month, call them up, ask them to the 24th or 25th so that that didn't become an issue anymore, okay?
Just the gas credit cards, so they go through the county anyway.
So this is a matter of course so that we wouldn't have a problem with that. Oh, I just screwed that up.
I don't think you should ever have over 2 or 3 demand checks in a month. It shouldn't be not like.
Oh, you should see there's pages
Oh,
and
I know
pages.
there are. I've noticed it got bigger and bigger. When we first started that, well, we really cut them down.
Yeah.
And all at once, here they come again. So it's just a matter of we're gonna have to stay on top of
Here's his
it.
back.
Okay, well, Alan had requested one too, you know.
Kurt, I've got an extra one too.
Okay, well, he requested one, so.
I've got 5 here. Does anybody else want one?
What's that?
911.
You got.
If you got an extra one,
Well,
don't worry about it if you, oh, you got one here.
no, they're 4 pages long.
Oh, they're 4
pages.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it then. I'll get it. Good for you guys.
I've screwed it up. I've screwed the pooch here somehow.
I don't have the 4th page.
Here it is.
This is,
Here's 4.
Okay.
Here, check your pages.
yeah, I've got 2 1-pages.
Okay, which
No, I've got 3.
You've done what?
3.
jeez.
Okay,
I need page 1 to make this.
I need page 1 and 2.
Okay,
And here's 2 1s.
here's 2.
Okay, now, I've got 2. I
Okay,
need one, no, I guess I need, was that 3 pages?
it's 4 pages. 4,
pages.
4. So which page?
Okay,
is
there's
yours?
4. I think I was here, let me give me a one.
What do you want? 1 of 1? It says 1 of 1,
Yeah, I
2
know.
of 1.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good? Who else is good? What do you got there? Okay, this one's good. All right. That's 911's budget.
Thank you, sir.
We done?
So,
I think.
So what on the demand checks?
oh, he's gonna bring that up at the,
Chairman said he was going to bring that up at the meeting.
Okay, are we going to have discussion about it? Are we going to have a written policy on exactly what we need to do? This isn't.
No, it's not yet. I don't think, never mind, hang on a second.
This is Jeff. We're not going. It's not even on the agenda.
all right.
so we won't make any.
We don't have time, we're not.
But if we don't come up with a policy, then for the next month, we still could have that same problem. That's why I think we need to
Me too.
Do something.
do something to stop it till we get a policy done. Because what happened, $60-some thousand wasn't right.
We're gonna carry it over till next month.
Okay.
That's something.
All right.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
because Augie didn't put it in form,
Right.
he ran out of time.
Right. But maybe we should discuss about maybe putting a hold on them
That
until we
was
get
my
something.
next question.
Right.
I put a halt on it right now based upon talking to you,
Right.
and the chairman and me.
Right.
Do we want to put a hold on it unless the finance committee
Just can't control.
goals, and not just me, but say somebody comes up with one, except for those exceptions there, that I call you two and say, okay,
Yes,
Is that
till
what
we
you
get
said?
something.
Right, up till then, yeah.
up
Yes.
till then, and
Yes.
that way we have some control of it,
Right.
instead of,
Exactly.
and that way three of us, not just one of us,
Right.
is making a decision. Okay.
But when it's all done, there should be no exceptions. When you make the, whatever resolution or however you're gonna
Right.
work for it.
That's
But
fine.
everybody
there'd
should
be a
understand.
dire emergency of some sort.
There shouldn't be anyone that's written just for the hell of it,
Right.
ever,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay?
just have to wait till,
All contractors know that.
oh, yeah.
They know when if they don't get on in a timely fashion, you wait another month for your money.
Right.
Right.
Are we settled down with this courthouse? We're still got something
I
out?
haven't, you have to ask Jim, I haven't signed any papers for those final payments, but I did see that Arnie
Sounds good to me.
okayed their, well, he okayed their guarantee.
It's on the list. That was kind of the last thing that was holding things up.
I'm assuming that
But they're,
Jim has always signed that.
okay.
I guess we could look in here and see, can we? If we got-
Utilities, phone, pre-conference service, drainage district, credit card, and technology.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Public health pays contract twice a month. We'll have to see about that.
Yeah, they don't run through payroll. So the,
But no others without the three of us saying okay.
you told me 4, and there's more than 4.
I'm sorry, I
Just
thought-
whatever's on that.
Whatever's on that sheet.
Gotcha.
We prefer not to pay credit card unless it's just absolutely true.
Understand.
We need to get them to rotate that out of that right away.
I'll put out a email. to the department
And
heads.
technology won't be an issue because they applied for a credit card. So that won't be a demand check anymore. And that will, and that they ask for a due date late in the month. Okay?
Do you know if we're paying our last bill to go to courthouse?
I don't know.
Hey Jeff, got a curious
How are you,
question.
Pretty good. Good.
On the
Yeah.
cellular receipts for all of 2010, they said 21,000, and year to date this year is 91,000. How in the world do we have a $70,000 difference in receipts?
You need to ask that of D. I have no idea.
Delivered board reports.
That
I
can't
simply
be-
don't know.
That can't be right.
I'm not versed enough on income unless Carl happens to know, or Jeff. I don't know how that could be reconciled.
Well, it's fees from the cell phone. I'm just amazed at a $70,000 difference from 1 year.
Where's that at?
It's on that first page under the, I don't know, 5th or 6th thing down. 911 cellular receipts. 2010 actual was 21,000. The 2011 year to date is 91,000. That many more
What
cell
page
phones?
is it?
Very first page. Or 2 of 4. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm not finding it.
I thought Jeff gave it to me in order.
Well, hey, I had trouble. I'm dyslexic.
Yeah. From here to here. And we got 70,000 more in cell phone operator or cell phone fees than the year before. That just doesn't seem possible.
Where, I don't even.
There you go. Good. Yeah. Have prayer.
Silver
Christmas
sheet,
cookies or something.
2010 actual. This is year-to-date what we've received. So, it just seems
Unless
like
they just didn't have them all.
we're collecting them or
Yeah,
something.
and then all the ones found out that they had a whole bunch more than they did they had or something. That's a question that somebody else will have to come up with.
Dawn,
That's a hell of a difference.